Hey folks, if you're new to the channel, my name is Cole Powell. I'm an award-winning singer-songwriter and I host a music reaction series on the Random Mind Records YouTube channel. A couple of days ago, I did a video demonstrating how to submit an appeal to a fair use claim rejection in YouTube. And today I'm going to be showing how to submit a fair use claim or fair use dispute on a video in YouTube. This would be for if you're reacting to a song, which is what we do here on the channels, how to go about submitting a fair use claim so that you can have that video up and use someone else's content free and clear. So if this is what you're looking for, if you're interested in copyright or thinking about doing your own reaction channel, this is the video for you. So we're just gonna jump right in. Okay, so I'm on the back end of the Random Mind Records YouTube channel. You can see these are upcoming videos that we've already got. And we're going to be looking at this video right here. I have not yet submitted the fair use claim, and I've waited so I can demonstrate this video. I uploaded this yesterday, but I waited till I had some time to do this tutorial. This one is on Home Free reaction number 21, Sea Shanty Medley. And one of the reasons I chose this is because we've had a lot of issues with Home Free's content manager, The Orchard. I say issues. I don't even know if there's a human being on the Orchard's end that's doing this. I've said this in videos, I've said this in comments. I think it's more automated bots at this point. Whenever someone uploads a reaction video, YouTube's algorithm automatically identifies whatever song, whatever music video that the reactor's reacting to, and it's immediately claimed on behalf of some kind of copyright claimant, whether that be the copyright owner directly or a content manager claiming it on behalf of the copyright owner. And just to be clear here, this is not Home Free that does this. The Orchard, as far as I know, is their distributor who's distributing their songs. Now, they used to have a contract. Now that they're doing their own thing, bought their contract out, from my understanding, and they're using the Orchard to distribute and manage their content on YouTube. So this is not them directly. This is just a middleman that has certain policies and possibly has certain algorithms in place to deal with this kind of thing. And it's nothing to do with Home Free. They love reactors. They want reactors to be able to react to their videos and have their videos unrestricted. So just wanted to clarify that before we go any further. So in this particular case, when we uploaded this, it immediately got restrictions on the video because it was recognized that this work that we were reacting to belongs to Home Free. And if we go to copyright here, we'll see copy protected content found. The owner allows the content to be used, but you can't monetize your video. Okay, well, let's go to see details and see what happens here. If we scroll down here to video cannot be monetized, we see copyright owners are listed as The Orchard, which they're not the actual owner. That's just the terminology they use here. The Orchard on behalf of Home Free Records. So Home Free Records, which is the band's own record label, is going to be the group managing here, the group owning here, and the Orchard's managing it on their behalf. Okay, so in order to have this completely unrestricted under fair use, which is how reaction videos are able to be made and put on YouTube, although there's some legal wiggle room and argument there on both sides that I think eventually is going to have to be resolved through legislation or litigation, we can put this up. We go to our options here, trim out segment. Okay, we can't do that without compromising the integrity of the reaction video because we're reacting to the song. Replace song. Again, can't do that. Mute song, again, it would just completely negate the point of doing the reaction video. So the last option here is dispute. Do you have the rights to this content? We are arguing that we do under U.S. copyright law fair use exemption, which allows you to use someone else's content for the purposes of critique, commentary, education, and if you're using it and transforming it in some kind of way. Now, back to the term dispute. I'm really not a fan of that because it sounds like, I said this on another video, if it didn't get cut in editing, I don't remember, but I don't care for the term dispute because it makes it sound much more contentious than it actually is, because when we submit this fair use claim, nobody has even looked at the video to assess it for copyright infringement to see if it's fair use. It's just automated completely in YouTube through algorithms, through their content ID. So to say that I'm disputing it, to me, that sounds like that you would actually be in contention with another human being, and that's not the case here. There's no human agent involved at this point. So dispute's a little strong word for me, so I say submitting a claim, a fair use claim, because that's what it is. So we're going to go click dispute, and we've got here, remember that the following are not valid reasons to dispute a content ID claim. And apparently a lot of people think that this is a valid excuse, or at least used to. I don't know. I never would have thought this. I guess I would have at some point in my life, but not by the time I got to posting things on YouTube. But anyway, I own a copy of the song or video. That doesn't matter. I'm not making money from my video. Doesn't matter. I gave credit to the copyright owner. Doesn't matter. My dispute isn't based on any of the reasons above. I would still like to dispute this content ID claim. We click that. We click continue. Select the main reason you're disputing this claim, and we're going to click copyright exemption such as fair use. I have significantly transformed the content claimed in my video. The video is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exemptions to copyright. We're going to click continue. And then there's another screen here. Fair use, each case is different. There's no magic formula. Types of reuse that may be okay. Common misconceptions about fair use. I'm not going to read all that. If you actually do this, you can read all that. Regardless, at the bottom here, I'm going to click, I believe my video is protected under fair use, fair dealing, or similar exceptions to copyright. Yes, we do, or we would not be arguing with this. We're not trying to infringe on anybody's copyright. We don't want to get in any kind of legal trouble here. So we're going to click the box. We're going to click continue. And we're on the last screen. This is actually a lot easier to do than the appeal process if you've watched that video. And I'll have the link to that video in the description here. We're going to select type of video, and it's going to be a reaction video. Then we have give the claimant, why is your use of the claim content an example of fair use? Give the claimant as much information as you can about why your video is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exceptions to copyright. And I already have a basic, just like I did with the dispute video, if you've watched that one, the appeal video, excuse me, a basic thing that I copy and paste and put on each one. Sometimes I'll have to go in there and edit for a specific video. And I'm going to say the following. The video, which has been flagged for containing copyrighted material, is a music reaction video which follows the general format of many similar videos currently widely available on YouTube. The copyright claim material features in the original video that serves as the subject of the reaction. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just get that out there. So if you do this, you do it at your own risk. And I have no idea exactly how good this is worded. This is just something I've worked on, come up with over the course of doing this for about 9 months now. And it's worked most of the time. So I guess it's okay. Now, the purpose of these particular things in those first two paragraphs, the first is establishing that there are already many videos like this one up on YouTube that are free and clear that aren't considered copyright infringement, or they wouldn't be allowed to be up. So that's establishing that. That's paragraph 1. Paragraph 2, the original video has been reduced in size by 64%, while its audio volume level has also been reduced. The original video is also stopped and removed from the screen multiple times throughout the reaction video, while blocks of commentary on the original video content are being delivered. Commentary is also occasionally delivered while the original video is playing, obscuring some of the original video sound. The second paragraph establishes that we have transform the video, that it's not just a substitute for rewatching the original video, because we've shrunk it down, we've reduced the volume, and we're chopping it up. And then we're also establishing that we are commenting and critiquing over it, and that sometimes we're even talking over it where you can't even hear the video because we're talking over it. So it's not a replacement for the original video, and it is being used for critique, commentary, and education purposes. Next paragraph, the purpose of this reaction video is to offer analysis and critique of the music and performance featured in the original video, with the reactor offering a unique, that's me, the reactor, a unique perspective as a singer, songwriter, and musician. And final paragraph, I don't have this paragraph in every video because sometimes I'll just go ahead and release the video if I know that it's an artist whose content manager is going to release it pretty quickly, like somebody like VoicePlay. There's only been one time, that was this past week, where VoicePlay's content manager didn't release it immediately, and that was because there was somebody else involved. That's why it didn't get released. But regardless, so this last paragraph here, also please note that the video containing the copyrighted material in question is and will remain unpublished pending clearance through this fair use claim. And that is there to show, once again, we're not trying to get away with anything. We do not want to put anything up that is going to legitimately infringe on somebody's copyright. The last bit, you have to check these boxes. My video does not infringe anyone's copyright. Check. I understand that the claimant will be able to review my video and my dispute rationale. Check. I understand that filing fraudulent disputes may result in termination of my YouTube account. It's pretty serious. Check. And finally, signature, which am going to cut and skip to after we've clicked the submit button. Now it says dispute submitted. All right, we're going to click close. And you can see here it says video monetization being held, dispute under review, dispute expires in 30 days. I'm going to close this, and we're going to go back to the screen. It originally said ineligible. Now it says in escrow, which means that in your ad revenue, which there will not be any because we will not be putting this video out until after it's cleared. And you can see we've got this set to post May 19th. We're shooting this on April 20th. The reason that we've got that so far out is so we can have plenty of time for that claim to go through. And if we have to do an appeal process, we've got plenty of time to get the video cleared and out on time without any kind of legal issues or restrictions on the video. Now, what's probably going to happen, and this has happened with every home free video managed by the Orchard, in about 2 weeks, they're probably going to reject the dispute, and then we're going to launch an appeal. And again, you can check out how to do that in the link in the description. And they'll have 7 days to respond, and one of two things will happen, probably, based on our experience. One of three things could happen, but one of two things probably will happen. They will either release the claim within 7 days, ignore it, and we win by default in 7 days because they didn't respond. And then the third, which we have never had happen on Orchard managed videos, is they could reject the claim and we got to take the video down. So that is how you submit a fair use claim or a fair use dispute in YouTube. If you like that, let us know in the comments. I hope it helped you out. And even if you're just a regular viewer watching the channel, I hope you learned something from that and you enjoyed it and you know a little bit more about copyright now. If you like what you see here, consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you soon.